Master meeting. Please be advised that meeting is being recorded and that it may not be possible to post the recording. Please note following rules. Please be advised that any behavior that disturbs the flow of the meeting will result in removal from the meeting room without any warning. Please ensure that your noise making devices are either switched off or on silent mode. Please speak responsibly on religion, sex, politics in your speeches. As far as possible, please keep your videos on, audios off, and applause flowing throughout. Please be the kind of audience for others you would like to have for yourself. All the role players, please check. Ensure a smart audio video check before handing over to respective role players. Please rename yourself as role player your name. You may omit the club name if you are a member of the club. Please acquaint yourself with the role of the timer. Timer will use background change screen sharing to indicate time using one of the three cards. Now it's time to hand over the stage to our presiding officer of the day. Presiding officer is Aryan, Toastmaster Aryan. Over to you.
Spoiler alert, Vineet, the presiding officer is always the same.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody, welcome to meeting number 275 of Pride Beginning Toastmasters Club. Hello, and today we are joined by an incredible new member, Toastmaster Meenakshi. She'll be delivering her icebreaker speech, and today, for the first time, by the way, she's the most experienced beginner Toastmaster I have ever met. She's delivering a keynote today at a different club, a 30-minute speech, and we have an incredible meeting planned today. We have two reverse speakers. So, two evaluators will evaluate the meeting, evaluate the speeches first, and then the speakers have to speak according to the evaluation. It's going to be an interesting challenge, and I want to see how our speakers live up to it. Sanskar is here, Harsh is joining in a minute, and that is our reverse speaker lineup. Anyway, we have, I guess, a guest here. I suppose I'll speak to the guest. Hi, Priyanka, how are you doing today?
Hi. I think I'm loading. Yes.
Yes. So, what made you join the session today?
What made me to join a session today? Diwali. I was waiting for Diwali and Diwali is not coming. The wait is long. But still, so what to do? What else to do? So why don't join? Why don't you join BB TMC?
All right, great. And with that, to begin our awesome session of today, I would like to hand over the stage to our incredible team mod, Toastmaster Anjuman. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan, and thanks a lot, Priyanka, and all of us for joining just right before Diwali. And Priyanka, just a cue for you. We have a Central Toastmasters Diwali celebration in the evening too, organized by none other than our district director, Toastmaster Gaurav. Please do join that too for the fun and exhilarating experience with Toastmasters and the beautiful friendship uh, based kind of community that we have. And to celebrate this Diwali season, the theme resonates for the meeting today on the same lines as the festive season. So I was talking to my US EMEA counterparts. They're like, "How come you guys are in such a festive mood right now? Isn't doesn't don't the festivities start during the Christmas time?" And I like, for us, the festivities start on 15th of August, right after Independence Day. Then you have Raksha Bandhan, then you have Dashera, Ashtami, Navami, Navratri, then you have Diwali, and then we also celebrate all the religions festivals, being the democratic, beautiful country that India is. So for us, festivities are from 15th of August till 1st of January, then coming up with Holi next year. And they were amazed by the kind of diversity, the beauty, and this kind of bonhomie that our culture provides. I am having a gala time celebrating it with my family right now, but I'd love to know how are you celebrating this festive season in your respective with your respective family and communities. I'm curious about you, Toastmaster Gaurav. How are things there? When are you flying down to India?
No, I'm in Dubai only, and here, okay, it's not like as India, but still, we will celebrate and we will go outside along with family members, and we will go friends home just to meet on Diwali.
Beautiful.
I'm missing my home this year. I'm missing my home.
Okay, we are missing you too. But yeah, that's a spirit of Diwali. Be it in any country, one carries it forward and exchanging sweets, meeting each other is the Diwali spirit. So I'm so glad that it's there in Dubai, Toastmaster Gaurav. We also have our kind of ex Toastmaster who betrayed us, Toastmaster Mayank. Toastmaster Mayank, how are you celebrating your Diwali after betraying us?
Well, thank you so much, Toastmaster Anshuman, for adding that X word in front of my name.
That was me.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, and it reminds me that I shouldn't call myself a Toastmaster. I thought Toastmaster Gaurav, we said that once a Toastmaster, always a Toastmaster, but it seems that Anshuman has proved me wrong. Thank you so much, and wishing you all a very happy Diwali. It was lovely joining in today. My Diwali celebrations have been pretty packed. Started last weekend with a Diwali party at home with friends and family, largely family. And of course, the cocktails went on till 1. And today I have a Diwali party at my boss's place with spouse going there. After that, I have to go to my sister's house. I think by 1 o'clock I should reach my sister's place, and then by 3 o'clock back home. Then I have a evening Diwali party tomorrow evening, again at my other sister's place in Noida, which means I have to go and give Diwali at two places and then attend another Diwali party. Then Monday morning I have to go to my office for a Diwali puja followed by a corporate lunch and then come back home for Diwali puja at home with some crackers and fun. So it's a really packed time for me. How is it for you all? Have a good
Such a
day.
first world problem, X or Toastmaster in spirit, Toastmaster Mayank. When you're really popular, then you have to celebrate Diwali on the roads primarily half the time, and then with family friends. So great that you're celebrating a lot, and I hope the traffic is easy on you. Um, Definitely, I think starting, I think around the 15th August period, this festive spirit, that community spirit is quite unique to India, I believe, and this is something we all treasure. And this vibe in the air definitely reflects in our meeting too. I think most of us are aware of the format of the meeting, but today we are experimenting with the meeting thanks to Toastmaster Aryan and the EC team. So much so I had to sync up with Aryan twice to understand. First, he sent me a voice note. And Shima, this is going to be the format for today morning. Like, I was so confused. Aryan, this has gone above my head. Can we please sync up? Even after 6 years in Toastmasters, I could not even understand the format. Toastmasters, I was thinking it was like Inception level thinking as a Nolan kind of directorial. So it's going to be pretty reverse that way. I'll try and explain it, but Usman Sarin, if I miss out on anything, please do let me know. So we'll have the standard format definitely today. We'll have prepared speeches, we'll have evaluations against the speeches and the rules, and we will have practice of table topics. But we have an Uno reverse card or Uno card being played today. So we'll have two evaluators coming up beforehand and giving evaluations before even the speeches happen. And the speakers have to build their speeches based on those evaluations. So that is going to be an interesting format we want to experiment today. That the speakers are going to get the evaluations beforehand, and they have to build the speeches on the basis of those evaluations. I'm pretty curious to see how the Uno reverse champions live up to that expectation. Even the evaluators will have an interesting challenge today to share that. To invite them all on the stage, I'd like to invite the mastermind of this interesting format, the general evaluator for today morning, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you for that, Toastmaster Anshuman by Toastmaster Mank. I added the X, by the way, it was not Anshuman. Anyways, so today we have an interesting meeting structure planned. I'll begin by calling on the tag team. They can introduce their roles, and after that, we will move on to the speech evaluators for the unprepared speeches. With that, I would like to call upon my first member of the tag team, my timer, Toastmaster Vineet. Toastmaster Vineet, over to you to brief about your role. You're on mute.
Good morning, everyone. As a timer, I'll be timing everyone's speeches. So, starting from the prepared speeches section, which is from 5 to 7 minutes. On at 5 minutes, I'll be showing you the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. At the 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. You will have 30 seconds to close down, conclude your speeches. And for the table topic master, you will have 1 minute where I'll show the green card, 1.5 minutes I'll show the yellow card, and 2 minutes I'll show the red card. Again, 30 seconds to conclude those speeches. For evaluation section, again, for evaluators, you will get 2 to 3 minutes, and at 2 minutes I'll show you the green card, 2.5 minutes I'll show you yellow, and 3 minutes you'll get the red card, and 30 seconds to conclude the evaluation. Thank you, and over to you, General Vet.
Thank you for that, Toastmaster Vineet. Now I'll give it to our language evaluator who will be playing our counter plus grammarian, Toastmaster Vidu. Over to you, Toastmaster Vidu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. Hi everyone. Today I'll be playing the role of language evaluator. So I will be listening closely to the usage of the use of the language throughout the meeting, the good usages, the bad usages, and I will share the detail towards the end of the meeting. Additionally, I will also share the word of the day and I will chat right in the chat window. Just allow me 2-3 minutes. And I would request everybody to use the word of the day, be it in the table topic or in the speech section. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Vidu. With that, it's time to begin the interesting part of our meeting, the reverse evaluations. Now we'll call upon two reverse evaluators who have to evaluate the meeting, evaluate the speech before it even happens. So first we have reverse evaluator 1, Toastmaster Divya, who will be evaluating the speech that Toastmaster Sanskar has to give. Now I'll hand over the stage to you, Toastmaster Divya. Over to you.
Hi, good morning and happy Diwali, everyone. So, is there a time limit for the first brief of how the speech will be?
2 to 3 minutes for the evaluations and 5 to 7 minutes for the speeches.
No, the first when I am delivering to him, the whole evaluation needs to be 2-3 minutes. And
Yes.
post the speech, there won't be any evaluation.
No.
Okay. And is there any title Sanskar can share with me prior to I start the evaluation? No.
There is
Okay.
no title. It's all based on your evaluation.
Okay, fine. Okay. Let's start. So I will be very excited to hear to Toastmaster Sanskar's speech. There are few elements there. I really like the title of Toastmaster speech. It was very innovative and it has a sense of Diwali in it. Throughout the speech, he could talk about whether we should be bursting crackers on Diwali or whether should not. And the live portrait of his childhood memory was truly recommendable. Like he was at certain places in his speech, he was loud enough to portray his message, and he was like speaking in a feeble voice at places where his message need to be in a questionable manner or that kind. I really like the good usage of vocabulary he has in his speech. And Toastmaster Sanskar could have stand while delivering his speech, but he chose to sit and deliver his speech. So that could be one improvement point for his speech. And anyhow, maybe in his next speech, he can try that. But maybe this topic was this, or he was comfortable. That's why he chose to sit and deliver his speech. Another area of improvement in his speech
was at few places we could not understand the words. Like maybe he was distracted by someone in his house. So if that could be avoided, that would have been better. And I really like the ending part of speech where he used a simple phrase stating Diwali the Zenzi way. So, wow, like it was a brilliant. So, thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar, for delivering that wonderful speech. But just try to have the improvement and you will do well.
All right, great. Thank you, Toastmaster Divya. Now we'll move on to the second reverse evaluation. Our second reverse evaluator is Toastmaster Priyanka.
I thought the speech would be following it up. That
So first we'll have two reverse evaluators, then we'll have prepared speeches, then we'll have the unprepared speeches because the speakers need time to prepare. They can't, you can't give it to them immediately.
okay. I thought the syllabus was given just now. The exam was to be
They
conducted.
get at least 10 minutes to prepare. We're not that brutal.
Okay.
Are you ready for your evaluation?
Yeah. The time starts now.
All right, over to you.
What a speech. What expressions Meenakshi had today. Oh my goodness. The most thing I liked about Meenakshi's piece was the story. She started the story with a suspense. And then she followed and made the suspense, she build it up, build it up, build it up. And finally, when she disclosed, I was like, wow, that's what she did to me. Did you also feel, my dear audience? I had that. So Meenakshi is really good at storytelling also and describing the characters well. That's what I liked about that makes a speech, the body of a speech, really great. However, to improve the speech, we can work on the conclusion, Meenakshi. The conclusion, the message which you were trying to give, there were two messages which you tried to incorporate. The message was great, but however, you were so adamant that I want to tell everyone that this is what you want to do in this this world. So you would have two messages. How about you stick to one message in the future whenever you try to prepare? So overall, you had a great storytelling. You're a great storyteller, Meenakshi. You have great body. You had everything was great. You need to work on a conclusion. You are great with expressions and the suspense building in a story. I think you can write a movie thriller. So overall, thank you so much for letting me evaluate Meenakshi in future. Thank you.
Thank you for the evaluation. And yes, Meenakshi is a very good storyteller. She's not your target speaker. Your target speaker is Harsh. And Harsh has listened to your evaluation. It's okay. Harsh has got the evaluation. Meenakshi is giving her icebreaker today. And now that we have given the reverse evaluations and the speakers are now working on their speeches, I think it's time we give it back to the team mode and move on to the speeches. Over to you, Toastmaster Anshuman.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan. And as Toastmaster Gaurav suggested, if you want to be in the Diwali spirit, please feel free to use this Toastmasters background as your Diwali background to celebrate the meeting today. Now we are coming to the prepared speeches. So we have two fantastic prepared speakers, Toastmaster Gaurav and Toastmaster Meenakshi, to share their insights on the topic of their choice today. But before even I move to the prepared speakers, I'd like to invite the evaluator for the first speaker, Toastmaster, that is Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Kansha, to share the background for Toastmaster Gaurav's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Kansha. Is Toastmaster Kansha part of the meeting right now? I saw her. I think she dropped off.
I think she has left. She has some emergency right now. Let's switch it up. Let's move forward. We'll wait.
Or Toastmaster Aryan, do you want to do the evaluation of Toastmaster Gaurav as the general evaluator?
Yes. Gaurav, I believe it's
Okay,
level one, project
this
two.
yeah, level one, project three, research and presenting.
All right. So today I
It's a
will be
general topic. Yeah.
today I will be evaluating Toastmaster Gaurav. He is working on level one, project three, which the purpose of which is to research a topic and then deliver a speech about it. And I wish the best of luck to you, Toastmaster Gaurav. Toastmaster Anshuman, do you have the speech title or should I give the handover?
I think Toastmaster Gaurav mentions a general topic, I believe.
I have
Toastmaster
got the
Gaurav,
speech
would you
title.
please mind sharing the speech title?
Okay, I'll just forward it. Toastmaster
Okay.
Gaurav, a promise to yourself. A promise to yourself, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Uh, Applause and appreciation play a critical role in our life. I have often observed how essential these gestures are in our personal and professional life. Just imagine, in a beautiful day, your manager come to your seat and he recognize you for your hard work and dedication, and he hand over to you one goodie and certificate, and he speaks about you in front of whole organization. Just take 15 seconds and please picture this moment in your, please close your eyes and please picture this moment, feel it, soak it in. How does it feel? Most of you would agree. It feels incredible. The warm sense of pride and the smile that comes in our face and the boost of confidence that stays with us. Even 15 or 20 minutes later, you still replaying these words that there is something with me. I am different. I put my efforts. That's why I got this one. And next time I will put more and I will get one more time. These are the power that appreciation spark within ourselves. I hope you would believe that appreciation not only recognize for good work, but it also encourages us to do better in next time. It also inspires us to do well in our society. I would like to share one short story. It's 4 or 5 years back. I was working in McDermott in 2018, and I got recognized. I recognized by McDermott organization 4 times in a year, and every time I was feeling energized, and I was trying to put my more efforts. That is the power of this appreciation. And when you are recognized, you will put more efforts so that you can do well in today's fast pace of our life, in our organizations and in our family. We all are self-centered. What we do, we just focus on ourselves, but we don't focus on the colleagues which are working along with us. We don't focus on the beginners, those who are starting, but and we don't focus on the boys who are working in the pantry or in our office. It is also important to recognize their hard work and dedication, and this appreciation acts as a motivation for all the staff members. It acts as a catalyst for an environment. By appreciating someone, we can create a wonderful environment and positive environment for working. Dear friends, appreciation has the power of drastically improve the performance of our employees. It gives individuals a sense of pride and satisfaction, affirming that their efforts are seen and valued. For example, saying, Aryan, you are doing good work, please keep it up. It encourages Aryan to do well for future. On the other hand, if we say, Aryan, you could have done better, then it's not that much inspiring than previous one. It is demotivating. Then this positive reinforcement to help members to grow. These appreciation help members to do well in their present tasks and even future tasks as well. I would like to share one example. In our district, there is one Hindi Toastmasters club, and in this Hindi Toastmasters club, there is one. female member, and she is working hard. She is putting her efforts from last 2 years, and she is inviting all the role players, and she is running this club. And for each and every meeting, she is preparing the posters, inviting the role players, and she is checking everything. And she is doing from last 2 years. And what we did from district side, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we sent one gift to her. Then after receiving that gift, she just responded to me, Gaurav, I'm working here from last 2 years, but no one recognized me for my work. And then after that, she started putting more, and then she added 2 members, and now she is inviting members from everywhere to attend the meeting. This is the power of appreciation. This effort is less, but the results are more. Now, there are various methods to appreciate the members. It's not only we give the gift, but we can also say thank you words to our members, or we can send simply the email, or we can give just greeting card. There are various methods to appreciate the members, and out of these, verbal appreciation is quick and faster. And if we appreciate someone on a timely manner or sincerely, then it is the best way to appreciate the members. Like, Sonak, you are doing good work, please keep it up. Then it is the fastest way to appreciate someone. And we also appreciate our members so that they can do well. Now thing is that how we can make this appreciation impactful. This one-to-one appreciation is valuable, but if we appreciate someone in a publicly, then it can amplify the impact of appreciation. If we recognize some person in a public, then it not only uplift that person, but it also motivate other persons to do well. And it is not important that we recognize any person in a formal ceremony or formal meeting. We can also send email to that particular member by keeping other members in a CC, or we can recognize that member in a this Monday morning meeting in front of whole organization, or we can also recognize our members by giving one simple greeting card. Just in this meeting, after this meeting, we can just say a few words to Ansuman or Priyanka that your evaluation was very good and it inspires me. And I will incorporate these suggestions. Such type of things, small things we can do so that we can just say thank you to our members. These are the gestures. By adopting these gestures, we can just create the positive environment, and we can just create positive and supportive environment within our club. In short, appreciation is a small effort, but with a very huge impact. Whether we are sharing through words or we are giving goodies to the persons to recognize, it create a ripple effect on motivation around us. Now I have started recognizing the members. I need your support, that please join me in this campaigning to recognize all these members. Now I'm giving you 15 seconds, and in this 15 seconds you can recognize any member in this club for their work. I'm starting. I'm just recognizing Ansuman. Ansuman, thank you for running this club from last 6 years. Please keep it up. Now it's your time. Now you can recognize any member, and for that you have 15 seconds. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Gaurav, for founding this club. And you are the reason why we are here today. Because when you were the division director, you took that bold step of starting a new club from the scratch, which is so difficult to do. I'm realizing now when I have worked with you and the leaders in the past 2, 3 years. And when one has courage, one has resilience, one has the vision to build a new club, which is still existent today, thriving, thanks to our president, Toastmaster Aryan, and the amazing EC members. That was quite an amazing speech. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Gaurav. I hope that energizes all of us and makes us ready for the next epic speech that's coming up from, as Toastmaster Aryan claimed, the most experienced new member of Bright Wing Toastmaster Club. But before even we invite Toastmaster Meenakshi, I'd like to call upon her evaluator, who's going to be Toastmaster. Toastmaster, you have to confirm who's the second evaluator.
Toastmaster Kangsha, you available for the evaluation? I think you're having some Diwali stuff last minute.
Toastmaster Akansha, will you like to do the evaluation for second speaker now, since you could not make it for the first one?
Okay, no issues. I
Looks
will.
like Toastmaster Akansha is still busy in the festivities. But I guess you'll have to do
I'll
evaluation,
do it.
Toastmaster Aryan, then. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Today we are joined by one of our most experienced first-time members, and she will be delivering her icebreaker today. And the purpose of the icebreaker is for somebody to introduce themselves to the club to deliver their first speech. And timer, please note the icebreaker is from 4 to 6 minutes. And I wish Meenakshi the best of luck. I do have Meenakshi's speech title. Anshuman, do you have her speech title?
Guess so. Is
All
it
right,
inspired
over
by
to you.
Nelson Mandela? I don't know. But Toastmaster Meenakshi, 5 steps to freedom. 5 steps to freedom, Toastmaster Meenakshi.
What if? What if I told you the version of you that failed isn't even the real you? We all have our moments where we feel that our fear is speaking louder than our courage. Year 2005. I am sitting in my history class, and my history teacher is talking about how beautifully our freedom fighters singing along fought for the freedom. And Bankim Chandra Chatterjee gave this slogan, Vande Mataram. And suddenly he started talking about A.R. Rahman sang such an amazing version of Vande Mataram. I realized I think my teacher had some multiple personality issues. But that's not even the beginning. He asked someone to volunteer. Does anyone know that song? And I whispered to my friend, oh, I know that song. It's amazing. I've been singing it all the time. And the very next few seconds, I realized that I've been nominated to sing the song. Some friends are good at math, some at science. Mine were good at embarrassing myself in public. But I'm still very Pollyannish for my friends. I thought, oh, how lovely my friend is. If she wouldn't have nominated me, I wouldn't have never volunteered. And now the whole class will see how amazing I sing. The next day I'll become the rock star. Everything is going to change. Let's do this. So I prepared. I took a day's time to sing that song, to hum, to listen to it, to have that body language of rock star. And the very next day, I enter the classroom. My teacher calls me, and I'm walking towards the center stage. Yes, I called it my center stage. First step, second, third. The classroom looks much more bigger than usual today. And those 50 pair of eyes staring right back at me like I am the last samosa at birthday party. My heart is pounding right now. But I got to do this, right? And I open my mouth. Drop dead silence, just like that. Followed by laughters, people gossiping, commenting. One voice cut through that noise. Sir, she won't sing. She's imported. Why would she sing a patriotic song? What? Imported? What does that even mean? Like I don't belong here. Not good enough? What did he mean? And I turned back, sit on my seat. My desk was just 5 steps away from the center stage. But those 5 steps were the longest 5 steps that I've ever taken. And when I sit on my desk, drop silence. I cannot hear anyone. But during this chaos, there was one very strange thing that happened. And when I was quiet, I noticed that my teacher did not yell at me. He did not pity me. Instead, he told me, I know you can. Come back tomorrow. And I realized that in the moment where I failed to believe in myself, he still believes in me. I embarrassed him in front of whole class, but he still believes in me. If he can believe in me, let me decide and do it. And the fear that was repeating, you can't, change to decide and do it, decide and do it. The very same day, I did not prepare for song. My new song was Decide and Do It. I kept playing this in my head on repeat mode. The very next day, same classroom, same student, same teacher, but I was different. I took those 5 steps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I closed my eyes for 2 seconds. I started singing. Not powerfully, not perfectly, but completely. I finished my song, looked everyone in the eye, and returned to my seat because once, yesterday, which felt like a defeat, today, it feels like a victory. And it wasn't about the song. It was about going to the very same place where I failed and let go of that little girl who was feeling choking. So I ask you, what is that choking moment for you? Where was you refused to talk, where you lost your voice? Go back. Go back to very same place because the fear that you have been repeating is not your truth. That you're not good enough, that you're going to fail. The truth is, you are finite and really amazing. You are Sat Chit Anand, the truth, the consciousness, and pure bliss. So go back to the place where you once failed and find out your truth. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Meenakshi, for sharing that inspiring speech. Can't believe this is your first speech at in our platform, because this is the kind of speech one delivers when one completes an entire path, which you have shortcut and delivered a stellar first speech in our club. Thank you for doing that. All right, coming to Diwali festivities, we have quite a few people who have joined today. I'm pretty curious about how Diwali is going for you, starting with Toastmaster or soon to be Toastmaster Bhavani. Good to see you here. How's your Diwali going?
Yeah, nothing is like as planned. Thus, day before yesterday, I came back to my home, and right now, can't say this is like Diwali festival. Right now, we are preparing for Diwali. Just like clean up our houses, buying some accessories so that we can decorate our home. And right now, we are planning to buy something as today's Dhanteras. And having said that, we should buy something on Dhanteras so that we can make our goddess Lakshmi. Okay, so she will attract. We will attract us. Okay, so that's how my Diwali is going on. Nothing is special, same as previous.
Beautiful. I think in these rituals is what keeps the festival of Diwali alive, and good to know that you are also part of these and enjoying this um, like as much as you can. And we have Surya. Surya, are you a guest? Are you a Toastmaster? All right. Surya looks to be the silent one. The Toastmaster Divya, how's it going for you? Especially in like Toastmasters and Diwali all together.
Yeah, hi. So we are still debating on whether to celebrate Diwali on Monday or Tuesday. Have you guys decided on? So my hometown is in Haryana. So my family over there, Haryana as in interiors of Haryana, Hisar. So my family over there is celebrating Diwali on Tuesday, and we are planning to go to them on Sunday evening. And yeah, so I was discussing with my office colleague yesterday that I might have to go and give Diwali to two, three people, and they just looked at me with like suspicious eyes. Oh my God, you're gonna add to the traffic? Can't you just Paytm them? I was like, no, it's about maybe meeting them and all. Yeah, yesterday night I had a nice Diwali party. We were celebrating with friends, family, danced, played, all nice. I'm
Beautiful.
indulging in bits of sweets this time. I'm not saying no to sweets. So maybe after Diwali, I will say totally no to sweets. Or maybe I will start eating them on the name of Christmas then.
Yeah, in these small mental debates of what to do or not to do, how to celebrate, not to celebrate, is what makes Diwali delightful. And as Toastmaster Meenakshi mentioned, why not celebrate on both the days? Why just one? We have the options of two. Why not two? Toastmaster Vidhu, we made you wake up for the language evaluator role. So why don't you tell us like how your Diwali party is going? Did you wake up till 5 a.m. to wake up for Bride Wing Toastmaster meeting at 10 a.m.?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to have my soul and my body together in this meeting. I'm still feeling a bit drowsy right now. Was traveling. I'm in Chandigarh right now at my in-laws' place. It's being happening. Last yes, from yesterday we started off this entire celebration. We'll go until Thursday, I feel. So trying to change my entire home to like a sparkling factory with all the lights, rangoli. So we have just started off with the celebration. It's going good, and I'm really excited. Looking forward to this family time, more like a healing sort of time for me. Complete break from the work. So all Toastmasters to like going out. So a lot to do. But yeah, completely a break from work. So looking forward to this time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, like we all see you juggling between so many priorities. It's good to see that you're taking a break, detaching from the hustle and bustle of Gurgaon and take a break in Chandigarh. So definitely, thank you for sharing Tosma Vidhu. Now coming to the interesting section we had today, which is reverse speeches, for which evaluations have already been shared, and we'll have the reverse speakers coming up and sharing the speeches on the basis of the evaluation, which is going to be quite a challenge. Toastmaster Aryan, just confirming, are we starting with speaker two or speaker one?
We had evaluator one first, so we can go with speaker one first. If the speaker has any speech title they would like to give you, that is also an option.
All right, so I'd like to invite speaker one, which is Toastmaster Sanskar. So, Toastmaster Sanskar, do you have a speech title in mind?
Not exactly, but you might get the hint from my speech. So looking
Okay, so
forward.
Toastmaster Sanskar, not exactly, but you may get hint from my speech. Not exactly, but you may get hint from my speech. Toastmaster Sanskar.
Diwali to me is a festival of lights, isn't it all? I believe we can make this Diwali the true meaning of what it is to you. Toastmaster Anshuman, Priyanka, I believe we can agree that Diwali is best celebrated when we spend it with our family. Toastmaster Anshuman, you are having a baby, I'm guessing, if I'm not wrong.
I already
Toast,
had a baby. So please
Oh,
explain.
sorry. So, so, but imagine for those thousands of kids who don't have money and don't have a family. Knowing what you have is enough, which keeps you humble. With crackers comes litter. And no, I'm not giving you lecture on what should Diwali be for you. But controlling the amount of crackers can save the environment as well as those poor dogs and the pollution that every kid has to suffer. That is me today. Past self would have gone and say, "Pagal hai kya? Crackers फोड़ना." So are you an idiot? Just start bursting crackers, man. So in the past, I was nailed to the fact that for me, Diwali is bursting crackers and not spending with family. Bursting crackers was the only thing I would wait for, and even burst it in my hand and spend the time with the wrong audience. So one day, I had this aloo bomb in my hand. And it suddenly I didn't even know I threw the matches first, and the aloo bomb was just right in my hands. And it was a very funny incident, I must say. And with that, my hand was really burning. It was not the wrong audience which had come for me to take and mend my hand, but it was my father. No, he came down running for me. Soon, by having some maturity, I stopped bursting crackers. And instead, I'll have sweets and even as tradition, play some cards. That day, when my father meant my hand, I thought Diwali with your family is the best, well spent time you can ever have. What is Diwali to you? I think Diwali for me is something unique and something interesting which we all can celebrate in our own ways. In the end, celebrating Diwali is unique to all of us. It means different to you. For me, it is playing cards, having food and sweets, and of course, money from my close friends is always welcome. With that, I would like to now conclude my speech with the may the brightness of diyas guide you towards success and happiness. I would like to now talk with one more fact as well. Playing cards has always been that past tradition for me in Diwali. Playing cards has always meant that you have to get along with the family tradition and keep it going. Even if it is using the money and playing some money and depositing it into the same account. You don't keep the money with yourself. It's just that you like playing something. It can be cards. It can be bursting crackers. Again, it is a lot of control and there are a lot of control on your amount of Diwali crackers. With that, I would like to say Diwali is something um festival of lights, isn't it all? Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmasters, for taking up the challenge. And you had pretty wild movement of emotions. Once you were making us laugh, and suddenly you were making me cry. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm celebrating." And then you're like, "Oh my god, think about these. Think about." I'm like, "Okay, I have to now start feeling sad." So that was very wild switch of emotions. But that is the beautiful quest. This is right, like reverse evaluation, reverse speech. And thank you for taking up the challenge, Toastmasters Sanskar. Next, we have the reverse speaker number two, which is going to be Toastmaster Harsh.
Yes,
Toastmaster Harsh, do you have a speech title in mind for your speech?
it's what's in the box.
Super. So, Toastmaster Harsh, what's in the box? What's in the box, Toastmaster Harsh?
Quick audio visual check. I'm audible, right?
All good, all good.
The message on the box said just one thing: don't open the box. It was sitting right on my office desk, a small brown box which had just my name written on it in bold letters. And I could not figure out who sent it. The people around me, they started joking. Maybe it's a last day. I even did an impression from the movie Seven. What's in the box? What's in the box? But in my mind, I had something else. Maybe it was a prank. Maybe someone left it by mistake. We often used to order a lot of things in our office. That thing was going on in my mind. Hours passed. I got busy with work, but it was always on my mind. I could not focus on my work. And when my colleagues started to leave, it was 7 p.m. I sat there on my desk alone, just me and the box. Maybe someone is trying to prank me, or maybe it was a gift from someone who has a crush on me. I had a lot of varying thoughts, but I feared, should I open it or not? Or should I give it to the security people and tell them if someone comes to find it, just hand it over to them? But since it was my name written on it, I decided I had to open it. And so I did. I opened the box and there was nothing, just a small piece of paper with the text written: Fear is emptier than you think. I froze. I was shocked. Who could keep such a thing at my desk? Then it hit me. It was my colleague who was trying to help me overcome my fear. She knew that I always used to overthink problems, even sending a simple text on the office group or standing up for meetings. It was a message from her that fear is heavier than it actually looks. I realized it was not a prank or a mistake. It was a valuable lesson that she was trying to teach me. But there was another lesson there, which is that courage is not just the absence of fear, it's also the action of doing things. So in life, we all will always have boxes uh, wrapped in fear, anxiety, doubts, hesitation. Real courage is not being afraid of it, it's not running away from it, it's opening that box. It might look heavier from the outside. The more time passes, the heavier it gets. But once you open the box, you realize it's empty. Since that moment, whenever I feel a surge of fear, anxiety, I remember that box and fear vanishes just instantly. So, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, whenever you have those kind of boxes lying around you, wrapped in multiple colors of fear, anxiety, don't run away. Just open them. You'll be surprised by what you see inside. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Buddy.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Harsh. It looks like you cheated and you got to know this reverse evaluation a week back. Such was the speech that you delivered, quite organized, quite great thoughts, using metaphors and analogies, and letting us know that exploring what's in the box is crucial for our respective individual life. So, thank you, Toastmaster Hertz. That was a fantastic speech. All right, let's hear from the folks who haven't shared their Diwali itinerary with all of us, starting with Toastmaster Vineet, who I hope is not scouting for salespeople during
No, no. I myself become the sales guy now. Diwali, for me, it's like a pretty normal day. But last week, as I said, an ideal Diwali for me is when I can celebrate this with all my dear ones, which not possible because everybody is staying apart 1,000 kilometers, thousands miles away. But yeah, for me, I'll spend it in a different way. I'll go to market. I'll meet some underprivileged kids and family and the peoples, and try to make give them some sort of happiness. I started this yesterday evening. I did it last night, and I'll go again today evening, next tomorrow, and then next 3 4 days. I'll keep on doing till the time I'm free and I'm on leave from the office work. And on the home side, it's largely not my area. It's pretty much dominated by my wife. She's taking care of everything. She's cleaning everything. As you can see, all the curtains are out. She's washing, she's cleaning the entire house, and all the activities going around pretty much on my back. And I'm just the kind of guy, do this, do that, do this, that. At the end of the day, I just keep, and she just kept yelling on me. You just keep pointing out, do this, do that. Why don't you do it yourself? You are the better person for this job. I mean, I'm no one. I don't know anything. I can tell you what is not covered yet, but yes, you can put into action in a better way. You are the best person for this. So yeah, that this is what I do. Diwali.
Thank you, Tosma Vineet. That is every second husband story. And thank you for sharing the thought on the underprivileged kids. I think that's quite inspiring. That actually inspires me to maybe also go out and share some joy with them. So thank you for sharing that. Toastmaster Aryan, how's how are you celebrating with Leo and the family?
Most of my nights are spent sitting in the bathroom with Leo because he's scared of the crackers, and I'm feeding him some anxiety medicine, and it's not making any difference whatsoever. But besides that, there's a lot of fun going on, a lot of stuff in the drawing room, a lot of work, and some heavy lifting. And yeah, we're excited for Diwali. That's what's going on.
Beautiful,
Back to you, Timur.
beautiful. But so nice that you're caring for your family member, your pet dog, Leo. That's good to know. Toastmaster Priyanka, I know your plans, but why don't you share it with everyone at Bridewing Toastmaster?
Diwali is Diwali away from home. Mostly at this time, I'll be doing something like till last year. I used to go home, but this Diwali I'm not celebrating with the family. I'm here away all the way away from my Bangalore is my home. I'm here at Roorkee. So Diwali is different for me this time. Generally, what we do, we clean home and then do puja. And generally, people go for crackers. I'm not into crackers, and I'm scared of them. So that's what happens. Cliche things happen. We greet each other, say Happy Diwali, Happy Diwali, Happy Diwali. The same thing happens, and the day gets over. We get tired of overworking, and we sleep after having good sweets. So that's what happened. I think I will try to define Diwali in a different way this time. Something different, like what exactly Diwali mean to me. I know family meeting family and friends is a big picture, but when this is not there for this year for me, then what else? What exactly Diwali is for me? That's a festival, so something I'm in the verge of defining it. So let's see how I write it. Maybe I will come with the speech on the new Diwali I had this year. Thank you, Varshuman.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think we are your family. Toastmasters definitely your family. Uh, I think your friends in Rodke are a family. All of us globally are a family. We all, but look at the excitement you have for Diwali. The greeting, standard, the standard. You don't look like a Diwali person at all. But good thing you're celebrating Rodke. At least you'll have folks who are non-standard in celebrating Diwali. Thank you for sharing, Tosma Priyanka. We'll come to the camera shy folks after the quick table topic section. So Toastmaster Harsh, maybe we can do like say two or three topics today in the interest of time. Especially with the guests, I believe.
Okay, Ansuman, before that, can we recognize our both the icebreaker speakers?
Right.
Can you
Yes,
just
we
say a
have
Definitely.
few
one
words? Yeah.
one icebreaker today, Gaurav.
So
Let's take it from.
Sanskar has already given speeches before. All right. My apologies. My bad. We need
Uh,
like, such is a tradition that after the first speech, we usually stand up and applaud the speaker. And I was confused that since Toastmaster Meenakshi would have given gazillion of speeches in life, but for her first speech in Toastmasters, request us to stand up and give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Meenakshi's amazing speech that was there today. Welcome to the beautiful club of first speakers in Toastmasters, Toastmaster Meenakshi. And I hope this gets followed up with hundreds and more speeches in our beautiful platform. And do join, if possible, in the hybrid meetings that we have so that we can give you standing ovation in person too. But for now, this is our standing ovation on online. All right, over to you, Toastmaster Hirsch, for quick two table talks.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Anshuman. Let's see people who have not spoken yet today. We'll start with our guest, Bhavani. Ready for a table topic?
Yes, yes. Hi, Harsh. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for nominating me.
Okay. So since we had the theme around festive season, I would like to give you a topic around that,
Okay,
which would be they say that festivals unite people. Do they actually? They say festivals unite people. Do they actually? To be soon to be Toastmaster, Bhavani.
sure. Perfect. That is a wonderful topic. So, first question I would like to ask you all, if I ask you one question, what does it mean for you a festival? Any guesses?
Holiday.
Oh, nice. Anyone else?
Lots of mithais.
Correct, correct, correct. Perfect. So,
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi, yeah, that is good point. But it is
Traditional wear.
yeah, traditional wear. Perfect. Okay. So, if I talk about festival, especially in our country, okay, being a citizen of our country, we always celebrate each and every festival. Okay, festival means it is not for like celebrating only your positive points. Okay, sometimes what happen that festivals come in a way that give us a very strong lessons, such as how we can celebrate others happiness. Like suppose we are a Hindu, so how we can like celebrate festival like Eid, Christmas. Okay, that kind of thing people can understand our thoughts, our mindset, and how being a citizen of our country, how we are taking care of each others. That's the first point. That is called we understand each other's point, we understand the values of others and try to motivate them. And apart from it, if I talk about the festival, that is upshot, that is happiness. It brings a happiness for everyone. But apart from it, there is a one more thing which hit me a lot when it comes to festival in my we sometimes neglect others festival and do down others. Yaar hum to Hindu, why we are celebrating this festival? We sometimes we hate others, but that thing shouldn't be happen. As our country is a country where the lot of cultures, lot of people from the lot of religions come together and enjoy festival. Okay, so that's my point of view on it. And I would like to make a note on it. If whenever we come across any of the festivals, we try to help other those who are underprivileged. As Toastmaster Vinny said earlier, we try to give something, not only the money, but also give them something which can help them to lift themselves. Okay, like we can share some educational related stuffs if we are capable to do that thing, so we can do that thing. So that's my points on the festival themes. Over to you, Toastmaster Hers.
Thanks a lot, Bhavani. As you rightly said, India being a secular country, we all not just celebrate festivals we used to celebrate in our childhood, but we now celebrate every other festival to bring, which brings us closer as friends and colleagues. Rightly said. Moving on to the next table topic. Any nominations? Who do we have left?
I would like to nominate Toastmaster Nancy for a table topic.
Okay. Toastmaster Nancy, are you there?
Yeah, Toastmaster Harsh.
All right. So the topic for you is there's a new festival celebrating birth of AI. How would you celebrate it? A new festival celebrating the birth of AI. How would you celebrate Toastmaster Nancy?
Sorry, I didn't understand. Festival Words of AI.
The birth of AI.
Oh, okay, got it. Birth of AI. Okay. So, birth of AI, wherein I could see everywhere. So, we went on a vacation and they were celebrating the festival Birth of AI, wherein we entered the hotel and I could see all the robots were there and there were less people and more robots were there and they were celebrating Diwali there and with lot many sweets, crackers, everything was there, but instead of people only robots were there and what else, so they were talking to each other and the discussion they were having with with each other was more meaningful than we do. So it I could not feel that those are robots, but the discussion, the kind of discussion they were having, it was like real discussion they were having. They were enjoying, they were playing cards. Everything was so real, but that was the birth of AI festival. So that's all. Back to you, Toastmaster Harsh.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Nancy. Good to hear that we are also celebrating with the robots, not that they have taken over the whole of humanity. A positive future that you have for us in our mind. Do we have the time for another table topic, or should we go for the evaluation section?
Let's move to the evaluation section now.
All right. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arjun.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster. Over to you, Toastmaster Arin.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for such an incredible meeting. And with that, we move on to the evaluation section of today's meeting. Now, before I call upon my tag team, I would like to call upon the speech evaluators to evaluate both the prepared speeches from Toastmaster Gaurav and Toastmaster Minakshi. And with that, I will first call upon the first speech evaluator, Toastmaster Aryan, to evaluate Toastmaster Gaurav's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan. All right. Thank you, General Evaluator. And today I'm evaluating Toastmaster Gaurav's speech. He did a level 1 project 3. So Toastmaster Gaurav, what I really liked about your speech was that you jumped right into the topic. I don't think Toastmaster Gaurav is here with us right now. He jumped right into the topic. He was able to really immerse us in the feeling of being appreciated by somebody above us. And that is a very important feeling, something that is very strong for anybody because appreciation is not very frequent. It doesn't happen very frequently, which is part of why Toastmasters as a culture is so good. He was able to explain that very well. He asked everybody to close their eyes to imagine what would happen if their evaluator, if their boss, if somebody came and appreciated them for their effort. He did that very well. And I could see that everybody had their eyes closed, everybody was imagining it, everybody was smiling. A few things that I felt were missing was that he did not ask people to open their eyes once again, so I did not know when to open my eyes. He went on, he talked about the importance of appreciation, how that helps build people's passion for something, helps build people's motivation to keep going, to do better. He had a very powerful lesson to share with us today, especially as Toastmasters, that if we have to become better leaders, then we have to appreciate the people who are working with us. I really liked the way that he had framed his speech. He was able to go through a lot of different parts, a lot of different topics. A few recommendations that I have for him are as follows. One was that he seemed to be restricted to somewhere around here in his speech, in his frame. He could have moved around, he could have delivered his speech standing, which I think was well done by, for example, Toastmaster Harsh, Toastmaster Meenakshi as well. He had a lot of space. He could have used his hands more, and since his body is only visible till here, I'm not able to see his lower body. He's not able to use that to communicate to me more his gestures and what he feels. One more thing that I felt he could have worked on was that I did not see many stories in his speech. I did not see many, for example, personal instances or personal situations where he recognized or learned this lesson in the first place. For example, how might have Toastmasters taught him this? How has it changed him if a boss of his, maybe criticizes him compared to if a boss of his appreciates him? He mentioned some stories about his work life as well, which were helpful, but I felt that there was emotion missing in those stories. They were mentioned um, as a small segment in the whole speech rather than something that could take a bigger part in his speech. That would be some recommendations. The speech was quite well written, the content was in a good flow. I would encourage him to add more stories inside of it. And the message was also comparatively clear. I would encourage him to think of one single phrase with which he can say his message, communicate his message, so that everybody remembers it. Because right now I kind of remember it as he said something about appreciation and about leadership, but I don't have one specific sentence in mind. That is some stuff that he can work on. The content was well written. The message can get some work on it. The story can be expanded, and that is it for my evaluation. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you for the evaluation, Toastmaster Aryan. Now we will move on to the second speech evaluation for our icebreaker today, Toastmaster Meenakshi. And for Toastmaster Meenakshi's speech evaluation, we have again Toastmaster Aryan. So then I will pass on the stage back to Toastmaster Aryan to deliver his second speech evaluation. Thank you for that, General Evaluator. And getting into the speech. Toastmaster Meenakshi, you have a very good style of just building up the tension and making me very attentive to what you're about to say. You began your speech by coming close to the camera and telling me something so slowly, and then you stepped away and then you began your speech. You had a way of going from here, going from there, and using your whole screen to be able to hook me visually. You went through all of these different stories, all of these different things that happened back in your life, the story of you being afraid to speak in front of the audience, the story of you talking about A.R. Rahman and your teacher and all of the stuff that happened. You have a very good way with words. Your the efficiency of words in your speech is very good. You're able to communicate a lot of different things to me without saying a lot of words, which is a recipe for a very good speech. Your acting in your speech was very well done. The way that you communicated the sense of fear that you had when you were on stage, or how it was so much better when you went on stage again after you had changed. It was a very, very good icebreaker speech, but I have a few recommendations for you to work on in the future as well. You used a very good amount of variation in the pace of your speech. At times you were speaking faster, at times you were speaking slower, but at times I felt that you were lingering a little bit too much on the slow side of your speech, and it kind of slightly disengaged me. So if there were more parts in your speech where you go through it and you just run through it, then that would communicate your emotion much better. For example, when you second time go to the stage, you might say, this time again I'm going to the stage. I'm scared. But it feels like excitement somehow, and I'm going onto the stage and okay, it's silent again, but this time I feel like, okay, I can do something, and I just begin singing. And whoa, the singing is over. That was the best feeling of my life. The fear is now changed into excitement. If you speak faster, you're able to convey to me excitement. When you spoke slowly and when you very much lingered on the moment of fear, you were able to associate slow with fear. Now you can associate fast with excitement. And that can really show your transformation through the pace at which you are speaking. That was one of my recommendations. I want you to focus a little bit more on the right moments in your speech because at times I felt that I was not sure what is going on in your story. You built up a lot to the time where you were afraid to go on stage, but the time at which you were on stage ended very fast, and it was tough for me to follow that story a little bit. A final recommendation I have for you is that you were focusing on the mic. So instead of moving around like this, I see you kind of moving around like this because you have to speak into the mic. So I might recommend you try to speak without the mic. And yeah, that's it for my evaluation. Back to you, General Evaluator. Thank you for that second speech evaluation, Toastmaster Aryan. Now we will move on to the tag team evaluations. And first, I would like to call upon our incredible timer today, Toastmaster Vineet. Over to you, Toastmaster Vineet, for your report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aaron. I'm just sharing my screen. Not sure why this app keeps popping up. Okay, we'll start with the first evaluator where the reverse speeches evaluation. Toastmaster Divya took around 2 minutes. Priyanka took around 1 minute 45 seconds. And in the prepared speeches section, evaluator for the introduction took 10 seconds. Speech, Toastmaster Gaurav took 8 minutes 17 seconds. That was a quite lengthy speech. I even stopped checking the time after that. Meenakshi took 6 minutes 30 seconds. Sanskar took on the reverse, which is kudos to you, Sanskar and hers, 3 minutes 10 seconds each of them. That was really good. On the table topic section, Bhavani took 2 minutes 40 seconds, slightly more than the buffer period time. Try to conclude in time next time. Nancy took 1 minute 45 seconds. Aryan, first evaluation I could not because of the technical snag. My browser crashed out. Second time you took 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Overall, everyone was more or less in the time frame, except Aryan, you were exceeding the evaluation, and Toastmaster Gaurav took slightly higher time. So that's it. Back to you, General Evaluator.
All right, thank you for that report. Just to add on, the reverse speeches were timed 5 to 7 minutes. Uh,
Yeah,
that was a good challenge for you to take
first
up
up.
both
Yeah.
Toastmaster Harsh, Toastmaster Sanskar. And yeah, we'll move on to the language evaluator, the R counter, and the grammarian. And with that, I will hand it over to Toastmaster Vidu for her report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan. So first, I would like to touch base on the good usages. So we have some really good usages of the words like warm sense of pride. Yesterday felt like a defeat. Today felt like a victory. Miles away, secular country. There are some improvement areas, like statements like I was trying to put more efforts. Could be I was making a greater effort. No one recognized me for my efforts. No one recognized me for my efforts. Talk with one more fact as well. Talk about one more fact too. Control in the amount of Diwali crackers. So control the amount of crackers or limit the use of crackers. You are the best person for this job. You are the best person for this job. Lift themselves, uplift them. So these are for a few of the improvement areas. And apologies, I could not keep. I was thinking I'm just a language evaluator, could not keep a track of the R counter. But yeah, we'll take care in the next meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Aryan.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Vidu. And I think I've evaluated the session today enough. I just want to take a minute to appreciate the challenge that the reverse speeches, the reverse evaluators took to make this meeting a very fun success. And with that, I'll hand over back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Anshman. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Aryan, and thank you all the evaluators and evaluation role players for sharing the feedback with all of us. Um, Last but not the least, I'd like to invite the camera shy folks who joined the meeting Starting with Toastmaster Kansha, you've been quite quiet today, except sharing the form that you just did. So, do you want to share a bit about how you're celebrating Diwali or anything for the club? If you can speak, that is.
Surely, I can speak now. So, Diwali for me is pure chaos. I mean, contrary to what a lot of people feel, that it's a festival of joy. I'm at home, and every year my mother watches all these pundits and she comes up with new superstitious beliefs that Ganesh ji's trunk should be on the right hand side, Lakshmi ji's owl should be there in the photo or it shouldn't be there in the photo. And these are little fights that we have every year about something new. And this year, I just reached home yesterday and I was completely clueless that we have a Dhanteras puja starting this year only, which I didn't know. And I thought that I would be able to make it to the session, but I had to go for the puja because we are a very religious family. At least my parents are, and we have to follow their footsteps. So, but yeah, Diwali is going to be fun. This year is going to be a little more different because I have office and I have more responsibilities now. So it's mostly, going to be just dressing up in traditionals, eating lots of sweets, and burning a few crackers. I mean, I agree that it's not good for the environment. I stopped burning crackers for 5, 6 years, but from the past 3 years, I started with it again. I mean, I just couldn't hold back. Watching all my brothers because they didn't just listen to me. So I'm like, okay, let me also join them. But yeah, that's all about my Diwali. And happy Diwali to everybody once again.
Beautiful. Thank you
Yes,
for
thank
sharing
you.
your candid thoughts, Toastmaster Kansha. And great that we could hear from you right before Diwali and have a great time celebrating with your family. Last but not the least, we have Toastmaster Nancy. Toastmaster Nancy, how are you celebrating your Diwali?
So, uh, at home, we will. Uh, we will be having fun with friends and family, going to their house and get together and everything. Nothing very special this time.
Beautiful. Getting together with friends and family itself is quite special. So I hope you have a good time, just relaxing, unwinding, and
Yeah,
having
just relaxing.
precisely. Super. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, everyone, for sharing your thoughts and making this fun-filled Diwali session of not Diwali, but it's a festive session of Bride Wing Toastmasters. So full of energy. Thanks to your beautiful presence and your thoughts. I'd like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Aryan for sharing the poll results if he has visibility, or Toastmaster Akansha if he has visibility. I don't know.
Toastmaster Kangsha, do we have all the poll results?
I have 7 responses so far.
All right. If anybody has not voted yet, please do.
Yeah.
It is in the Zoom chat. So, Toastmaster Anshuman, what did you think about today's session?
Quite interesting, quite exciting, quite challenging, I think, for the reverse speakers. That is how it should be. That we keep on experimenting with formats. We all challenge ourselves individually. And it was good to see everyone prior to Diwali joining a Toastmasters meeting. While the other clubs are struggling with attendance, ours was one of the highest attendance till date, I believe. So that itself reflects how close knit community Bribing Toastmasters is and how much we also are a family together. So thank you for organizing this Toastmasters Arena and the wonderful EC that we have.
It's great to see you taking up team mode after, I think, what, 4 months?
It's, I think, been months,
I
but
think I
like
think it's time for you to take a speech slot next week as well now.
I think active presence of Anshuman is something very
Yes,
difficult for us to, get.
we
Uh,
won't.
he's
really
active in
Ask you.
another forum. He's active in another forum.
you passed through that phase, so I think you understand. But
Yeah.
I guess I am back for now. For now means till like another forum
Episode.
gets activated, which is
Hmm.
pretty
But it's going to get difficult day by day.
thank
Let
you
me
for that
warn you.
optimistic note.
It is actually going to get difficult.
Others are not getting it. Tosma Vineet is talking about my baby and
Yeah.
parenting schedules. But that is life. Tosma Akansha, do we have the results now? I guess like whatever numbers we have, we can declare the results.
Yep, I've shared them with Arjun. He can
All right.
announce the results. Over to
Sure.
Would you
you.
like to announce the results or should I?
No, please go ahead.
All right. Where are they at?
Okay, what we can do is let me quickly conclude the meeting. So, thank you everyone. It was a fantastic meeting. Please do keep on joining the Bright Beginning meetings to make it more energetic, more lively. We hope to get more fantastic speakers from across the globe. That is what I was talking to Toastmasters Aryan. So, we hope that in future, world champion speakers, great mentors. We also plan to do our own workshops for the Toastmaster community, that one of us takes a workshop for, say, the global Toastmasters community. That is also part of the plan. So we have global ambitions for a club, but for now, in a beautiful little small world, over to you, Toastmaster Aryan, to conclude the proceedings.
All right, everybody, join me as we give every one of the best role players in today's meeting a round of applause. And Toastmaster Akanksha, are you ready with the poll results in my chat? Toastmaster Akanksha.
It's like
Yes, I just shared the results. Who did I send them to?
You might have sent them to the wrong person.
You guys,
Yeah.
Toastmaster, Arjun, and they both are like creating the suspense, man.
It's not
it,
intentional at all.
it's like last number of Tambola ticket. Who is going to win?
Okay, so they are with you there, Toastmaster Arjun.
Oh, yes, I have received them
Sure.
now. All right. For best speaker, best prepared speaker, we have Toastmaster Meenakshi, Toastmaster Gaurav. Any guesses? Anybody? All right, I see Vineet is guessing
Toastmaster
Meenakshi.
Minakshi.
All right, and the best speaker today goes to Toastmaster Meenakshi.
Oh,
All right, next we have best table topic speaker. We had Toastmaster Bhavani, we had Toastmaster Nancy. Any guesses? Anybody?
Bhavani.
Okay, I see
Bhavani.
one guesses. All right. And the best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Bhavani. All right, next we have the best role player. Whoa, it's quite a close one. Any guesses? We had Toastmaster Anshuman as Techmaster, Timon, me,
Anshuman.
GE,
Arjun.
It's between tie
So,
between you
Aryan.
and Suman, I guess.
Aryan.
Take master. Take master.
Techmaster.
Techmaster.
Best take
Ex-Techmaster
master
T
ever.
mode for today.
And the best role
Ex-Techmaster.
player goes to Timon Toastmaster Anshuman.
Did you check? Was it Take Master or T-Mod? I guess it was Take Master.
It's Timon. Techmaster
so
has zero votes. Zero votes.
exactly. Consistently, ever since we started having the polls, Techmaster has received zero votes.
All right, next we have best tag role player. We had Timer, Toastmaster Vineet. We had our counter, Grammarian, Toastmaster Vidu. Anybody guesses?
Vidu.
Vineet.
Vinny.
And the best tag role player goes to Toastmaster Vineet.
Woohoo.
And now for my favorite, we have the best reverse speech. Toastmaster Harsh, Toastmaster Sanskar. Any guesses?
Harsh.
Harsh,
Harsh.
harsh.
All right, I did vote for Sanskar by the way. Anyways, and the best speaker award goes to Toastmaster Harsh.
Woohoo.
All right. Thank you all for joining us and making Toastmasters, Bright Beginning Toastmasters Meeting 275 a huge success. And with that, I'll close the meeting.